Thank you, Ed.
Please wait for the microphone.
Geno, the offense, especially in the first quarter, you got off to a good start. It looked a little smoother. Did you like that you have the capability to make it look a little smoother today?
Yeah, Anna just told me that's their sixth different starting lineup in 8 games. So we'll just keep tinkering, see what we can come up with. There was a lot of good things that happened in that first quarter. I thought we gave ourselves a lot of chances to do what we talked about doing. We wanted to make sure that we got a lot of threes up, that we got to the basket a lot. So we accomplished the things that we set out to do, and it's just going to take some more work to kind of fine tune it. Not sure it'll work against everybody, but we'll see.
Geno, is this the first time you started 2 freshmen, and what did you think about that, their combination?
Well, Aaliyah and having somebody solid in the middle, I think takes a lot of the pressure off, and then having Nika and Paige out there takes some of the pressure off. So I don't know when the last time it happened. It's probably been a while. But we really don't have a lot of choices. We don't have any sophomores and juniors, so we're either starting seniors or we're starting freshmen. There's no in between. I thought they did a pretty good job. And the more minutes they get, if you keep trying to think of going forward, they're getting more opportunities to play, more opportunities to learn, and that's going to pay dividends. As ugly as it looks at times, it's going to pay some dividends, I hope, down the road. Where maybe we can follow up a 37-point quarter with a 25 or 30-point quarter instead of a 15. So we've got to just keep working on finding those combinations that work the best, and we still haven't found it yet.
Talk about the job Ashlin did. I mean, she at least provided some points out there for you today. And then at times you had 4 freshmen out there together. Were you just trying to see what they could do together?
Mostly, I've been harping with some of these guys to be really good at what you're good at. If you're a kid that comes to UConn, you got to be pretty good at something. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So, what was it that brought you here that you can kind of hold on to where you're here? And some people, they are scorers, or they are shooters, or they're rebounders, or ball handlers, whatever is their strength. And one thing that Ashlin did better than anything else that she did was she was a scorer. That was her job in high school, to score points, and it was her job during the summer to score points and to be aggressive, hunting down shots. And she did it. She did a better job today than she has at any time this season. The fact that we have 4 freshmen out there at one time, as we play this way, there's going to be fatigue, and there's, we're trying to see how many minutes, we would get, productive minutes that I wanted to get for Paige, knowing that, we have another game coming up this weekend. So there may be times when there's 4 freshmen on the court, and they need to be prepared for that going forward. Because the more different positions that they get to play, the more experience they're going to get.
Geno, last week you were talking a little bit about trying to make a new puzzle out of the pieces you have left. How has your coaching staff adjusted its approach to the season, given the start and given what you have to go forward with?
It's always a challenge. It's always difficult. There are times that the way I like to play, the way I like to coach, the way I think is most effective for us, majority of the time, is 3 guards, and then a 4-man, 5-man. They're not even big guys anymore. They're just bigger than the guards. Today we played Page in that spot. So finding the pieces that fit how I like to play. Against Texas, we went against everything that I believe in, and we went with a big lineup to try to match their size. And it was just a lousy decision by me to do that. Didn't work anyway. So you might as well do what your strength is, and if your strength isn't your big guys and your strength is your guards, then get as many of them out there as you can for as often as you can. And that's not to say we can't play with 2 big guys, because we did that a lot today. We just can't play with 3, and that's just evident. Unless those 3 are Rebecca, Kara, and Jamel, then that's easy. But they're not. So we got to mix and match and find our way. So every day at practice, or staff meetings, it's me ranting and raving, and it's those guys going, okay, so why don't we try this? No, I hate that. Well, why don't we try this? No, I hate that too. Do you like anything? No, I do not. I don't like anything about what we're talking about. But eventually settle on something.
Caroline wasn't on the bench today. Do you have an update on how she's doing?
How'd she look? Smiling? Was she good? Yeah. If you offer me the new NIL package that's coming to college, I still wouldn't be able to tell you when she's coming back. Did you guys read that letter, by the way, from the NCAA? You read it? Tried, right? You know what my favorite was? Each Division I school has to guarantee a scholarship to an athlete, even if they don't play the sport. I know you looked up on that one, huh? That's if I offer you a job and you come and say, I don't feel like working, I have to pay you anyway. You guys want to sign up for a scholarship? You guys want to sign up for a scholarship? Right? And I'm all in favor of it, don't get me wrong, but I thought that was pretty interesting. We've probably talked about that more than we've talked about, basketball stuff. I just thought it was interesting. You have a question, Alexa?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Thinking about tonight, but also kind of season long, where is the biggest area you feel like the team needs to improve defensively? Is it the same factor each time, or does it kind of depend on the night and the matchup problems that it poses?
We have so many deficiencies that have to be addressed. We continue to do silly things that are totally controllable by us. That's not anything that the other team is doing. It's things within our power that isn't carrying over from practice to the games. The number of layups that some team will get because the guy that's supposed to be rotating over isn't rotating over on time. So things like that, or a foul that happens with 1 second left on the shot clock, just little things that can be fixed, things that can, some things can't be fixed. We're not going to get, we're not going to get any bigger, quicker, faster, stronger than we are. This is what we have. But, right now, my biggest problem is the things that are within our control, we're not controlling. And I feel obviously it's my responsibility, but I feel like it's a tough go with this group. They're not easy. It's not an easy group, and I'm not even talking about the freshmen. They're the least of my worries.
Geno, the other day, you were talking about how Ashlin's been kind of driving herself crazy because she wants to be good so badly. Is this a good step for her, like, getting her on the right track, kind of?
Yeah, it's like the guy who quit smoking. Hey, when'd you quit smoking? Yesterday. How am I doing? I'm on a roll. Yeah, I think today was a good start. This is going to be an ongoing thing for a while, because she just is so incredibly hard on herself and trying to be, everything, trying to be everything all the time. And I think one day at a time, But today was a great start.
She was really good
Today was really good. Today was really good. Yep, today was really, really good. She just did what comes natural to her, And again, then you're going to have to live with a dumb shot, a dumb three, because I really don't know anybody to pass it to, so I'm going to shoot it, which that never goes in. Or coach told me to be aggressive, so I just put your head down and drive into three people and throw some shit up there. So you're going to get that, but that's fine. That's better than I catch it, I'm open, I dribble once, and I give it to you. So everything about today for Ash was good. Everything, even the dumb stuff.
From where you sat, what was it like watching Nika going up against her sister out there?
I didn't really notice it that much. I mean, I don't know how many times they were matched up. Was there? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really paying attention, but it didn't look like there were a lot. I was just happy that her mom and dad got to see, their kids play, and it's crazy that, you got to go 5,000 miles to see your two kids play college basketball, and they happen to be playing against each other, So it's kind of like Nika said, this was kind of like her senior night, for her. But yeah, in the back, the Croatian flag was flying, and everybody's, celebrating, and I thought it was a great thing. And the coach, their coach and all their people there were really, they were involved in it too, making this happen. So I'm just really, really happy that we were able to pull it off.
You talked about all the deficiencies. Are there things that you're happy about right now or encouraged about right now that are happening, and what are they?
Well, some days there are some things. Other days there are other things. But there's not one thing that I'm happy with 6 days in a row, 5 days in a row, 4 days in a row. We, just like the scoring in the first quarter and then the second quarter, we have a very difficult time with this team sustaining things. So what I really like about our team on Monday, we come to practice Tuesday, and I hate it. And we have to start over. And then we're really good at something on Wednesday, and I think we got it. And Thursday, we got to start over. It's just one of those. It's just one of those years. So, what am I really, really, really happy with at this point in time right now? I think our young guys are coming along, and that's a good sign. I think, the last two games, You know, Aaliyah's come along, and that's a really good thing. But there's a lot that we got to get better at.
Geno, is there a difference in the way you communicate with different individuals on this team to try and get your point across? I mean, you can obviously coach Paige pretty hard, and she takes it, but how do you figure out how to get your point across to the different personalities on this team?
Well, obviously, you know, that's what coaching is, right? Somebody told me one time that coaching and teaching actually is being able to explain things to people who have a hard time understanding. And I always thought I was really, really good at that, and I'm not so good at it anymore. You know, and there's again, it's being able to hold on to it. It's like I get it, but I don't get it long enough, and I've dealt with this for the last X number of years, you know, where let's do it, and then let's get it right, and on the second try we get it exactly right, and then some of these guys, in their mind, I own it now. Why? Because you did it right twice, and that's what kills me, that there isn't this urge to get it right 7, 8 out of 10 times. Maybe that's unreasonable. Maybe that's the old way of thinking, that, hey, you know, if we get things right in practice 8 out of 10 times, pretty good chance we're going to get it right half the time in a game, slippage. If you're getting it right 5 times out of 10 in practice, you're going to get it right 3 times in a game out of 10. So it's just, you know, it's a challenge. It's a real challenge. It's a real challenge. And, you know, that's why teams gel, hopefully, as the season goes on. As the season goes on, it gets, you know, it gets better. Or it doesn't. Or it doesn't. But that's what every coach is facing, you know. I think that's probably why you see more upsets now than you have in a long time ago. You know, more unranked teams beating ranked teams, whether it's men's basketball, women's basketball, it doesn't matter. You know, it's just hard to sustain day after day after day after day, game after game after game. It's very difficult, very difficult. So, you know, if you have eight players and you have enough experience, you can mix and match. Somebody's got to go on today. You know, it's seriously, I still have my sense of humor.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, you have a question?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
you know, big game Sunday against UNC.
Mm.
You know, part of the basketball Hall of Fame showcase.
Yeah.
You know, how special is it to be a part of that, and for it to take place in Connecticut?
Well, I'm really. It's incredible that the Hall of Fame has chosen to do this. I know it started off with us playing a game, and then it evolved to there being a doubleheader, and I think this is the first time that it's a tripleheader, and it's not just any tripleheader. I mean, these are, you know, like these three games, these 6 teams. You know, this could be an NCAA, you know, regional, you know, 3 regional finals, 3 regionals, whatever. These are not the kind of matchups that you get all in one place, you know, in December. Doesn't normally happen like this. And I'm glad that they took the initiative and did it. And I think one big part of that is I think they know fans will come out and fans appreciate it, and they'll appreciate great basketball. I'm glad we don't have to play all of them. We just have to play one of them. That's for sure. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.